Let's get on to the Daily Fixer, which is the Daily Fix. Stay with us.
Daily Fix. Daily Fix. Daily Fix. Daily Fix.
Daily Fix is by Richard Akita, personal development coach. He is also an author. You can find more Daily Fix on africaglobalradio.com or when you visit richardakita.com. It says the cuteness of language is expressed in tonation. The cuteness of language is expressed in tonation. So how you speak the language, actually, it can be told or be defined in the tonation of the language that you use. I think it doesn't necessarily mean the exact language. It doesn't pinpoint a specific language, but the way you use the language, one can tell what you're actually implying or the implication of what you said using that particular tonation. So you can also share your opinion on this or interpret it in your own way through our Facebook page, Africa Global Radio, or on Twitter, AF Global Radio. Use the hashtag The Africa Daily Show. Mommy, get on board with this one. The cuteness of language is expressed in tonation.
Yeah, I would say before a language is deemed as cute, or before people say, oh, this language is nice, or that language is nice,
Okay.
it depends on the way that people, like the actual, the originators of the language speak it. I mean,
Okay.
you hear how people talk about Fanti is so pleasing to the ears.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody is speaking pure Fanti, it's like you sit there and you're just like you're in awe. It's like
The pure Fanti has to do with a bit of an English in there.
yeah, it's like it's not even
So why mama you flabbergasted?
it's not even
It's super.
it's not the infusion of the English. It's the way they pronounce the words. It's like
Ayaze.
it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's the pronunciation of the words.
Yeah.
And you know how most people are fascinated with the British accent. It all comes down to the pronunciation of the words. I mean, instead of water, they'll say water.
Yeah. No, it's how to say water in Fanti. In suo.
Insu.
In suo.
Insu.
In suo.
What is insu?
Look, it's just an accent in it. In suo.
So you're saying a British would say water in Fancy as insu.
In suo.
But
In suo. Mama in suo.
I cannot do it right now. But basically, before a person will be fascinated by language or will deem it as cute,
Okay.
it's all dependent on the people who speak it and how they speak it. I mean, most people speak English, but we're always bashing Nigerians for how they pronounce some of the words. It's like, you guys, even though the English is not a language, we feel like we are pronouncing the words right.
Right.
Because they'll say doctor, and we will say doctor. So it's like, in your head, it's like, Nigerian English is not on.
So until you pronounce it like the rulers,
Until
you
pronounce
have
it in
not
a
done
way-
it. You have not done anything.
Until you
Hey,
pronounce
Charlie.
it in a way where we see it as cute, because I'll say, I'm going to see my doctor. And then you come and say,
Eh, nah.
Doctor Day.
Yeah, that's not Nigeria. We didn't forget. Anyway, all right. Thank you for sharing, mommy. Let's hear Abby. Yeah.
I think I also, like she's mentioned about the cuteness, I want to talk about tonation in terms of how you used to say something. Sometimes people can say nice things, but then the tone in which they say it tells you they don't mean it. And sometimes people can actually, like they ask you to do something, how the person would respond tells you how they're feeling. So tonation actually plays a big role on how people tend to receive what we're saying, or how we seem to interpret what people are saying.
Okay.
If someone is upset, but then they probably bath them or something and they can't show you, you listen to the way they talk, their tone tells you that they're angry, but then they physically can do something about it.
Right.
If somebody doesn't agree with you, their tone tells you. Someone is excited, their tone tells you. So you can tell when people are talking to their girlfriends, they sound different. When they're talking to normal colleagues, they sound different. When they're talking to people they don't really regard at all, they still sound different. So
Okay.
tonation plays a very, very important role on how we look at language.
Super. Let's hear what you can say on that one as well. On Facebook, Africa Global Radio. The show is Africa Daily on africaglobalradio.com. Listen now or later on demand on africaglobalradio.com.
Enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.